What's up, guys? It's your Moving Biz CEO, Sean John, founder of JumpingJackMovers.com. What's up? Hope everyone's doing great, killing the game, making a lot of money, growing your business consistently. And I hope you're starting to see that the work that you've been putting in is making a big difference. For everyone who I'm mentoring, for every one of my students, for everyone who has purchased a course, I just want to say thank you for allowing me to teach you and share with you the things I've learned in business that you can use, that can take your business to the next level, so that you don't always have to be involved in your everyday activity of your business. You can really live your life and still make a lot of money. Ultimately, that's where we want to get you to. Also, for everyone who has subscribe to the channel, I appreciate you. And for everyone that's new to the channel, please consider go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as the thumbs up down at the bottom. That way YouTube can start sharing these videos with more people like you who need this content. Also, as a bonus, go over to my Facebook page, and you can find me at Moving Biz CEO on Facebook. But also, so I'm working on starting a Facebook group for movers, and it's called Moving Biz B-I-Z Network. So go find Moving Biz Network or find me at Moving Biz CEO. Follow, join the channel, and we will be discussing moving as we go on throughout the end of this year and then into next year, because I know for a lot of you guys the moving industry has hit the brakes, but that means there's going to be a massive amount of moving going on next year, and I want you guys to be ready. And like I always say, for certain companies, you guys should never not be busy, right? You should never not be working. There should always be work for you to do. Those wheels should always be turning. Them pockets should always be burning. And if you get the course, you will always be learning. How about that for dropping bars today, man? So big shout out to everyone who's joined the channel recently and smash a thumbs up. The channel, we almost doubled like our subscription totals in like 2 weeks. That was crazy to me. And but I'm excited. That means, hey, that tells me one thing: keep pushing content, keep giving them this advice, keep giving them the details of how this industry works. And so today we're going to take a couple minutes and go ahead and discuss the moving industry in this manner. And well, I guess I could just come out and ask you this: what do you want from your business? Do you want to make $250,000 a year? That's okay. It's not the best. Because you don't want to think that small, because you're going to cap your business, because it can make 250 kind of easily. But you're going to cap the business at 250, then you're not going to become a 500 thinker. You're not going to become a million, 10 million thinker, right? So if you want to make 500,000 a year, that's fine. Your business can do it. And then if you're like me and you want to have massive success, and you want it to be just continue to go and grow, where you want to create a business that's making 7 figures a year, because for me, I wouldn't want to be in the business if it can't make like a massive amount of money, because I know how valuable time is. Your time's valuable. My time's valuable. It's a limited resource. So let's go out and earn as much as we can while we're still able to. So for your business to grow to that level, the first thing you have to do is you have to think like a millionaire when it comes to your business, right? So you have to think like a CEO, like a business owner, right? So I was coaching a guy the other day, mentoring a guy, and he was telling me about, his business, and he was just getting it up, and we were discussing, going over some things preliminary, and he was mentioning that, he spent some money getting his trucks, which I don't really advise you to do. If you want to know what I advise you to do, click the link in the comments and grab that course. It's very inexpensive, very affordable, and it'll bless and change your business. I guarantee that. And so, but he was telling me, he was thinking about, all right, well, I'll probably, since I spent a few dollars, I'll probably go ahead and jump back in a truck. And I was like, why would you do that? And he was like, because it'll, I can make a few dollars back. I was like, if you do that, it's not about the money, it's about the mindset. So all you're doing is training your mindset that whenever the cash gets tough, hop back into the business, hop back into the job, because that's essentially what it's going to be for you. It's not going to be a business, it's going to be your job, because you're going to have to go to work to make money. And so I try to get you out of that mindset. And so, but he said that, and I was like, that's not the best way to do it. The reason being is you always have to be in a CEO or owner mindset if that's where you are. And I was like, picture Steve, what's the guy named? Jeff Bezos. Picture Jeff Bezos on an Amazon truck. Won't happen. Why? Even when the business was operating out of debt, it wasn't profitable for many years. Doesn't mean he didn't have money. Debt is money. But when they were in a ridiculous amount of debt and the business wasn't profitable, he wasn't out there on the trucks. No, he was building a business. And so for you guys to get to a 7-figure or $1 million a year business, which is really good, because once you take home your money, man, you can live a really good life at that income. Really live where you want to, buy what you want to. It's a good life, I'm telling you. And so, and you can do that really in 3 to 5 years, I think. Some of you, I know, some of you can do it faster, I know, but just on average, a 3 to 5 year journey, because I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not going to give you fluff. I don't do that. It's a 3 to 5 year journey in most cases. And so, but I always want you to think like a CEO, because you're not going to be able to build a 7-figure business if you keep wanting to jump into the trucks, if you keep wanting to pick up the phone and sell, if you keep wanting to, what do you call it? Go and pack jobs, go and give estimates. The reason you won't be able to scale that is because your presence is too big and too needed. So if you're doing everything in the business, if the phone rings, you pick it up, you're a small business, you can't grow any further. I'm telling you, you can't. The reason you can't is because you can only answer one phone call at a time. That's like a barber trying to be a 7-figure barber. You can't do that with only your pair of hands. You must grow. You must have other barbers. You must have other offices. You must. It's a necessity. It's mandatory for 7 figures. Now, I'm not telling you need multiple offices. In your case, in this industry, you could just get probably about 3 trucks can get you $1 million a year. 3 to 4 trucks, especially 3 to 5. And so what I'm telling you is, when the business needs money, that's fine. When the business is not booming like it should be, you got to change some things. You got to get more leads. You got to work on your branding and your marketing. That's why the course that I dropped, the Moving Success Masterclass course, is so important. Go get it. It's a small investment. You can write it off on your taxes, and I'm telling you, it's 100% worth it. It's going to help you to change your business, take all that stress off, and imagine yourself a year from now where your business is making 30, 40, 50,000 a month, and you're able to go home and share that with your family, share that with your friends and those around you, take trips, enjoy life. My family and I, we're about to shoot out of here this weekend on a trip out of Dallas, and then we're about to shoot out of here to go to Miami to look at maybe relocating from Dallas to Miami. And but that's the kind of freedom that you guys can get if you build your business correctly, because that's what it's all about. And if you're the business, then you're not building it correctly, you're creating a job. So I want to put you in the mindset to where, hey, it doesn't matter if the cash is tight, it doesn't matter. It's better to borrow the money to get you out of that tight space than to you go get into the mindset of getting back out there and doing the work to save the money. Case in point, whenever I first started, I was on a job, because I started this business in Louisiana. I was on a job in Mississippi, and I had an option. I had a guy who wanted to work that day. This is in the beginning, but this is how I learned. I made a lot of mistakes. So I had a guy who wanted to work that day, wanted to go out and make money, needed to go out and make money, and more importantly, he had some experience. And so I got up that morning and I was like, based on what I project this job is going to be, I'll probably end up having to pay him about $80 today. I got to rent the U-Haul. I got to do this. I got another guy that's helping. So you know what? I'm just not going to pay him the $80, and I'm going to go and do the job. That was my mindset in the beginning. And terrible mindset to have as a business owner. Remember, business owner, think like a CEO always. So here I go, jump out on the job, drive up to Mississippi, get this person moved. The job ended up making, I want to say, about $500, right? So it wasn't anything crazy, but he made about $500. But here's the thing. I saved the $80 not paying him. All right, fine. Here's the deal, though. In the time that I was moving on the truck, doing the work with my helper, right? Thinking about the $80 I was saving. This is small thinking. This is small mindset thinking. When you're thinking about what's going out and not focused on what's coming in, you're small-minded. Your business will fail because your mindset will fail. You can't be thinking about, this drives me crazy with guys. You can't be thinking about what's going out. Focus on the return on the investment. What's coming in, right? And I'll give you another quick story after this. So in the midst of doing this, you guys know the phones get hot, they get sweaty in your pocket, so we usually put them down. I left it like in the garage as we go in and out the house. I hear it ring. I'm in there with the customer. I can't get to it. I go back and so I finally get a chance because we're in there talking to the customer, just can't pick it up. In there talking to the customer, I finally get a chance to pick up the phone. Bam, go get the phone, call the customer back. They give me they tell me so I call them back. It probably was like 7 minutes later, not even too long. And the customer found someone. I say, if you don't mind, just go ahead and tell me a little bit about your move, what you had. And they told me about the move. And she told me about, and I'll never forget it, she told me about what she had, what she was moving, where she was moving, all the details, but she had already booked with someone else. But I just wanted the details. And she gave me the details, and it turned out that this move, no joke, I estimated this move would have been about $800 for us. You know how much I made out of that move? $80. You know how I made that? Because that's what I saved by not going out and letting another guy work the job and me being able to answer the phones. I lost $800 that day thinking about $80. Focused on $80 cost me $800. Think of that. Because my mindset was on what goes out. I couldn't stand seeing the $80 go out. But what I failed to realize is the $80 going out pales in comparison to the $800 coming in. So that mindset cost me almost $1,000 of work. Cost my business $1,000 of work. Cost my helpers and my main lead guy a couple $100 of work. Everybody lost because of how I was thinking. I was thinking like an employee. I wasn't thinking like a business owner. I was not thinking like a CEO. And I lost the company money because of a poor mindset. Again, in order to make a 7-figure business, become a millionaire mover, and you can do it. There's hundreds here in Texas. You can do it. Probably thousands, honestly. But you can do it. But in order to do it, you got to flip your mindset. You got to stop focusing on what's going out and focus on what's coming in. When I tell you, hey, you need to go get this course. This course is very affordable, but it's going to change your business. Guys, go look at it and go, okay, I don't want to spend that. Again, here you go. Focused on what's going out and not focused on all the information, all the knowledge, all the hacks, all the leads, all of the advice, all the wisdom that you're going to get. And in my mind, I go, okay, fine, that's on you, but you're out of business. You just don't know it yet. Your mindset has put you out of business. Your mindset has created, because they'll tell me, well, I got a moving business. No, you don't. You have a moving job. You've created a job for yourself. You're out there every day. The truck is rolling, you're rolling. One guy don't call in, don't come in, you're on the truck. That's not a business, that's a job. And the reason I know you're out of business is because, number one, you don't have a business, you have a job. Number two, it requires you to be a part of it to make money. And number three, you're limited. You're limited in time, you're limited in space, you're limited in availability, in energy, on and on and on. You're limited. So a job is relying on your abilities. Your abilities are limited. So I know it's only a matter of time before your limit is up. And you have to go out of business. You don't have a choice. You got to go out of business. If anything happens, you hurt your hand, twist your ankle, out of business. The only truck you have, it gets us a flat, out of business. At least until you fix it, right? You're out of business. One guy don't show up, out of business. That's how small your business is, right? And so I try to teach you, I'm getting fired up, guys. I try to teach you how to get out of this, because this annoys me and drives me up the wall, that guys will tell me, and girls, that they want to have a successful business, but off they go building a damn job. Stop building a job. It's a grave. All you're doing is building a grave for yourself and waiting to get buried. That's all you're doing, just standing around the plot, waiting for us to say last words and bury your ass. Because you created a job and you keep calling it a business. That's a lie. You cannot be a millionaire mover working a job. I don't care. So all I'm telling you is invest in yourself, right? I had this situation real quick, and this guy, one of the guys that I'm mentoring, he told me he lost a job, and I was like, "How did you lose a job?" And he was like, "The U-Haul in his area wasn't available," and he called other trucks and they weren't available. And the only U-Haul he found was 30 miles away from his city. And I was like, "So what's the problem?" He was like, "Well, they charge $1 per mile, so that's 30 miles there, 30 miles back. I gotta pay." And I was like, "What do you estimate the job to bring in?" He was like, "About 500. What? You're focused on $60, not the 500? Your focus is on $60 going out of your pocket and not the 500 that's coming in. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? That your focus is on $60 and not 500? And man, I almost blew up. It's like, man, I can't believe this, that your focus is on $60 and not the $500. I said, man, if you don't drive out there and get that truck, I'll send somebody out there to do it for you and keep your money. And so he ended up going out there and doing it anyway. And he finally got it. He ended up getting it done. And but that's what I'm saying, guys. You got to invest in your business. You got to stop focusing on what's going out, especially if it's bringing you a 10x return. What the hell are you talking about? I'll spend $100 to make $1,000 all day long. Wouldn't even think. I'll spend 100 to make 500 all day long. Wouldn't even think. I'll spend 100 to make 200 all day long. Wouldn't even think about it. So I don't know what you guys are thinking about in your business, but listen, you cannot build a 7-figure business with that mindset that I won't invest, everything's too expensive, and I'm only trying to cut money, cut spending. You can't do that. A lot of you guys out there, you don't know how to advertise. You keep getting bad customers who don't want to book with you, don't want to pay you reservation amounts, don't want to leave good reviews, don't want to give you referrals, don't provide you with any other leads. You're booking these cheap customers. You got to get out of that mindset and focus on premium customers, right? Pre-prepared, premium sold customers. You guys aren't answering your phone, but you want to be 7 figures. You guys don't have a follow-up process with the customer, but you want to be 7 figures. You guys don't know how to bring in business. Your crews are leaving you, go and work at Starbucks because you're not consistent, but you want to have a 7-figure business. And then I get on here and tell you, hey, you need mentoring. You need a shortcut so you can learn how to do this, or you won't even be around in a year. Right? Again, return on investment. Learn what you don't know. That way your business can survive. Otherwise, I'll dig a plot. We'll carve you out a cute headstone. Put your name on it somewhere, your business name. Put when it was born. Put when it was going to die. And we'll go ahead and put your business in it. Because your mindset is already in the box. It's already ready for burial. If you always focus on what's going out and not on what's coming in. I just gave you an example of how I lost money. And I'll never do that again. I never have. I always focus on what comes back. So invest in your business. Get the things you need, right? Get it. Build your business, grow your business. Otherwise, like Blockbuster, you're out of business. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Sorry I got a little hot. I hope you guys are feeling me. If this video helped you in any way, man, drop a thumbs up down there. Hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and drop your moving business name down there. So let's start building this network on this channel. And someone may reach out to you. You may be in their area and they need some help. So drop your business name, drop the area you locate, and also in the comments, go ahead, click that link, get that course, Moving Success Masterclass. Do it over the weekend. Do it over next week. It's only about a 4-hour course, but it's going to change your business forever. Take you from a business that's on its way to burial, to dying, to a successful business that doesn't require you and makes you a millionaire, 7 figures a year in 3 to 5 years. You can do it, guys. I'll see you later.